Hey everybody, it's Wigaholic and I am back. Well, today we're going to be starting a series on Wigs 101. You want to know what today's focus is? Well, stay tuned and we'll be back in 2 and 2. We reached out to some ladies on Facebook and we put the question out there. We're going to start a series. What do you want to learn? And the very first question was measuring for cap size. So today, that's what we're going to focus on. You're going to need a couple of things. Of course, you're going to need a pen, a tape measurer, cloth. You can get these at the dollar store, or you can use a measuring tape for sewing. Whatever is easiest for you. If you don't have that, you only have like the tape measure from your husband's box, grab a piece of yarn or thread, use that to measure, and then put it down and measure it off of where your fingers were. That's just another way, probably a little more difficult. I'd spend $1 and go to the Dollar Tree. You also are gonna wanna grab off the internet a photo of measurements for wig caps. Now these are just a couple that I found. I like to keep them handy so that I can actually record my measurements, and if I'm going to be ordering a human hair piece, I can actually take a photo of this and I can send it to the company I'm working with. Today I'm going to be placing an order with the Hair Click, so that's where my photo is going to go. So I always measure twice, and if it's not the same, I'll measure a third time. It's hard sometimes to make sure that you're in the correct placing. These photos are definitely a great guide to show you where you want to place those. Now the first thing I want to say is, if you have longer bio hair or if you wear a wig cap, make sure that you're measuring with the wig cap on, and if the bio hair is long, that your bio hair is pinned up or braided or whatever you do when you wear a wig, you want it in that exact position. That is because your measurements are going to change if your hair is long and you have it pulled back this way one time and you have it pulled back this way and up the next time. The measurements are going to change. So whatever way you prefer to wear your bio hair, with or without a cap, make sure that you're doing your measurements that way. All right, so let's get into this. So the first picture, which I'm going to go ahead and put up here, so you'll be able to follow along and know what measurements we're doing, and we'll just go from there. So let's get started. The first measurement is your circumference. So I'm going to take it down where my nape of my hairline is. I'm going to start there. I'm going to come up on each side of my ears, and I am going to meet it where my hairline ends in the front. So I am about a 22 and a quarter. I'm looking at a mirror here on the side, so maybe actually, and it is helpful to do this in front of a mirror when you're measuring. So I am a 23. So you make sure it's down at the back. And I am about a 22 and 3/4, almost 23. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to measure it again. $22 and a half. I've got the tape down there. Yep, 22 and a half. I'm gonna do this last one with this tape measurer because it is a little easier for me to control. Make sure that you're using the centimeters and not, or the inches and not the centimeters. So this one, I am just about 23 well, 22 3/4. Yep, 22 3/4. So I am 22.75. So I've measured 3 times because I got a second discrepancy. I went ahead and I rechecked that. So measure twice. If you get the same, you're pretty good to go. If you get a different one, make sure you measure a 3rd time. The next one is from the front to the nape. So I'm going to take this. Now I'm watching because this is my 0 on here. I'm going to put that down at the nape of my hairline. I'm going to come up to where my hairline begins. And I'm right here. So that is 13 1/2. I'm going to do it again. I have my 0 marked with my finger. Down where my hairline ends. Up to where my hairline starts. Again, 13 1/2. So I'm good to go on that one. The next one is ear to ear on the forehead. So what you do is where your ear is here, you're gonna hold it there. You're gonna go across your forehead and down to the ear again. And I am measuring at 12 1/2. Once again, I'm gonna measure a second time. And it's from the top of my ear, across my forehead, to the other ear, and about 12 1/2 again, so I'm good there. The next one I'm going to do is from ear to ear over the top. So I take I've got my 0. I'm going over the top of my head, down to the other top of my ear, and we have 12 1/2. And I can tell you, when I measured before, when I had bio hair, these measurements were larger because you have that hair there. Again, 12 1/2. So I'm good to go there. The next one is temple to temple. And that one, you're gonna go from your temple around the back of your head to your temple. You wanna make sure that it's straight across. Once again, I have a flat back head, but it is wider. So we're going to take it from the 0, go to my temple, which is there, come across my other temple, and I am 15 1/2. Let me show you that again. Got my 0, temple, around, temple, 15 1/2. And then we're going to do the nape, and that's from where your hairline starts on this side and where it goes over to this side. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, why do you do all these measurements? Well, the reason being is because you may have measurements such as your circumference and your ear to ear in the front. They may be in a, say, average size. Like for me, when I measure my temple to temple, that measurement is actually a large in their measurements. So I may fall in mediums on part of their measurements and large on part of the other measurements. That way the company can help disseminate which wig cap is going to fit me the best. Or if I'm getting a customized wig cap, they're gonna need all of these measurements to make sure that it's tailor fit perfectly to my head. So here's our last measurement, and my hair starts here and goes over to here. So there to there, and it is 6 inches. We'll do it one more time. Got my 0, my hairline starts here, goes over to here, and again, 6 inches. So now I have all of my measurements, they're all written down, And I am all set to reach out to Edith and get my wig ordered. If you have any questions as far as what I did, how I did it, please let me know. Give this a big thumbs up. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and maybe even join our wig community on Facebook as well. All of that information will be down in the description box below. Until next time, you're not gonna wanna miss this. You're not gonna wanna miss the next one. Let's just say it is the best way to get a custom wig, human hair, whatever. It's the best way to get the best fit. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be doing that in the next probably 48 hours. Until next time, it's Wigaholic saying I love you and bye-bye.